Not too hot, not too cold.
We are now live.
So you're live on YouTube. So yeah, take it away.
All right, great. Thank you, Paul. All right, we are Instant Shakespeare, and today we are going to be doing a reading of Le Bourgeois Gentilhomme, The Middle-Class Gentleman by Moliere. We are using a script courtesy of Project Gutenberg with the translation by Philip Dwight Jones. This is a comedy ballet presented at Chambord for the entertainment of the king, who was Louis XIV, October 1670. And for the public in Paris, for the first time, it was shown at the Palais Royal Theatre on November 23rd, 1670. So our characters are, we will start with Leah.
Hi, my name is Leah Schwartz, and I am playing Dorimène.
And Derek.
Derek Tarson. I am playing the fencing master, the tailor, and Dorante.
And we have Tony.
My name is Tony Scheinman. I'm playing the parts of the music master, the philosophy master, the first man in the music master's song, and the valet Covielle.
And Alãna.
Hello, my name is Alãna Rader, and I'm playing Lucile.
Maureen.
Hello, my name is Maureen Tailor, and I am playing the first lackey, the woman, and Nicole.
John, that would be second lackey then. Okay, and Jackie?
Oh, hi, I'm Jackie Margolis, and I'm the apprentice tailor, and I'm going to read the headlines for each act.
And we have John.
Howdy, I'm Jon L Peacock. I'm Cléonte and second lackey.
And we have our star, Angus.
Angus Hepburn, reading Monsieur Jourdain.
And I am Simone Coonrod. I will be reading the Dancing Master and Madame Jourdain. Okay, so a little.
Act 1, we have music master, dancing master, musicians, and dancers.
Come into this room. Sit there and wait till he comes.
And you too, on this side.
Is it done?
Yes.
Let's see. Ooh, this is good.
Is it something new?
Yes, it's a melody for a serenade that I set him to composing here while waiting for our man to awake.
May I see it?
You'll hear it with the dialogue when he comes. He won't be long.
Our work, yours and mine, is not trivial at present.
Ah, this is true. We found here such a man as we both need. This is a nice source of income for us, this Monsieur Jourdain, with the visions of nobility and gallantry that he has gotten into his head. You and I should hope that everyone resembled him.
Not entirely. I could wish that he understood better the things that we give him.
It's true that he understands them poorly, but he pays well. And that's what our art needs now, more than anything else.
As for me, I admit, I feed a little on glory. Applause touches me. And I hold that in all the fine arts, it is painful to produce for adults who endure the barbarous opinions of a fool about my choreography. It is a pleasure, don't tell me otherwise, to work for people who can appreciate the fine points of an art, who know how to give a sweet reception to the beauties of work and, by pleasurable approbations, gratify us for our labor. Yes, the most agreeable recompense we can receive for the things we do is to see them recognized and flattered by an applause that honors us. There is nothing, in my opinion, that pays us better for all our fatigue, and it is an exquisite delight to receive the praise of the well-informed.
I agree, and I enjoy them as you do. There is surely nothing more agreeable than the applause you speak of, but that incense does not provide a living. Pure praises do not provide a comfortable existence. It is necessary to add something solid, and the best way to praise is to praise with cash in hand. He's a man, it's true, whose insight is very slight, who talks nonsense about everything and applauds only for the wrong reasons. But his money makes up for his judgments. He has discernment in his purse. His praises are in cash, and this ignorant bourgeois is worth more to us, as you see, than the educated nobleman who introduced us here.
There is some truth in what you say, but I find you lean a little too heavily on money. The material interest is something so base that a man of good taste should never be attached to it.
You are ready enough to receive the money our man gives you.
Assuredly, but I don't place at all my happiness in it, and I could wish that together with his fortune he had some good taste in things.
Ah, I could wish it too. That's what both of us are working for as much as we can. But in any case, he gives us the means to make ourselves known in the world, and he will pay others if they will praise him.
Here he comes.
Scene 2, Monsieur Jourdain, 2 lackeys, music master, dancing master, pupil, musicians, and dancers.
Well, gentlemen, what's this? Are you going to show me your little skit?
How? What little skit?
Well, the what you call it, your prologue or dialogue or songs and dances.
Ha! Ha!
You find us ready for you.
Oh, I kept you waiting for a little, but it's because I'm having myself dressed today like the people of quality. And my tailor sent me some silk stockings that I thought I would never get on.
We are here only to wait upon your leisure.
Well, I want you both to stay until they've brought me my suit so that you may see me.
Whatever you would like.
Oh, you will see me fitted out properly from head to foot.
We have no doubt of it.
I had this robe made for me.
It's very attractive.
Well, my tailor told me the people of quality dress like this in the mornings.
It's marvelously becoming.
Lackeys? My 2 lackeys.
What do you wish, sir?
Sir?
Nothing. I just wanted to see if you were paying attention. What say you of my liveries?
They're magnificent.
Half opening his gown, showing a pair of tight red velvet breeches and a green velvet vest that he is wearing.
Now, here again is a sort of lounging dress to perform my morning exercises in.
It is elegant.
Ah, lackey.
Sir?
You know, the other lackey.
Sir?
Hold my robe. Do you think I look good?
Very well. No one could look better.
Now, let's have a look at your little show.
I would like very much for you to listen to a melody he has just composed for the serenade that you ordered from me. He's one of my pupils who has an admirable talent for these kinds of things.
Yes, but you shouldn't have had that done by a pupil. You yourself were none too good for that piece of work.
Oh, you must not let the name of pupil fool you, sir. Pupils of this sort know as much as the greatest masters, and the melody is as fine as could be made. Just listen.
Give me my robe so that I can listen better. Oh, wait. I believe I'd be better without a robe. No, give it back. That'll be better.
Musician. Have we a musician?
I languish night and day. My suffering is extreme, since to your control your lovely eyes subjected me. If thus treat fair Tyrus, those you love, alas, how would you treat an enemy?
Oh, this song seems to me a little mournful. Well, it lulls to sleep. And I would like it if you could liven it up a bit, you know, here and there.
It is necessary, sir, that the tune be suited to the words.
Oh, now someone taught me a perfectly pretty one some time ago. Listen. Oh, now how does it go?
On my faith, I don't know.
Now there are sheep in it.
Sheep?
Yes. I thought my Jennyton as beautiful as sweet. I thought my Jennyton was sweeter than a sheep. Alas, alas, she is 100 times, 1,000 times more cruel than tigers in the wood. Isn't it pretty?
The prettiest in the world.
And you sing it well.
Oh, it's without having learned any music.
You ought to learn it, sir, as you are learning dancing. They are two arts which have a close connection.
And which open the mind of a man to fine things.
Oh, do people of quality learn music as well?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, I'll learn it then. Well, I don't know when I can find the time, for besides the fencing master who's teaching me, I've also engaged a master of philosophy who was to begin this morning.
Philosophy is something, but music, sir,
Music and dancing. Music and dancing, that's all that's necessary.
There's nothing so useful in a state as music.
There's nothing so necessary to men as dancing.
Without music, a state cannot subsist.
Without the dance, a man can do nothing.
All the disorders, all the wars one sees in the world happen only from not learning music.
All the misfortunes of mankind, all the dreadful disasters that fill the history books, the blunders of politicians and the faults of omission of great commanders, all this comes from not knowing how to dance.
How's that?
Does not war result from a lack of agreement between men?
Oh, well, that's true.
And if all men learned music, wouldn't that be a means of bringing about harmony and of seeing universal peace in the world?
Oh, you're right.
When a man has committed mistake in his conduct, in family affairs, or in the affairs of government of state, or in the command of an army, do we not always say he took a bad step in such and such an affair?
Yes, that's said.
And can't it be a bad step result from anything but not knowing how to dance?
Oh, it's true. Oh, you're both right.
It makes you see the excellence and the usefulness of music and the dance.
Oh, I understand that now.
Do you wish to see our pieces?
Oh, yes.
I have already told you that this is a little attempt I have made to show the different passions that music can express.
Very good.
Come here, come forward. You must imagine, Monsieur Jourdain, that they are dressed as shepherds.
Oh, why always as shepherds? You see nothing but that everywhere.
When we have characters that are to speak in music, it's necessary for believability to make them pastoral. Singing has always been assigned to shepherds, and it is scarcely natural dialogue for princes or merchants to sing their passion.
All right, let's see.
Dialogue in music. A woman and two men.
A heart
Under
the
domination of love
is
always
with 1,000 cares
oppressed. It is
said
that
we
gladly
gladly languish,
gladly sigh. But despite what can be said, there is nothing so sweet as our liberty. There is nothing so sweet as the loving fires that make two hearts beat as one. One cannot live without amorous desires. Take love from life, you take away the pleasures.
Is there a second man?
No.
It would be sweet to submit to love's rule if one could find faithful love. But alas, oh cruel rule, no faith such happiness is to be seen, and that inconstant sex much too unworthy, must renounce love eternally, pleasing order,
Happy liberty,
deceitful woman, how precious you are to me.
how you please my heart.
How horrible you are to me. I'll leave for love that mortal hate.
We can show you a faithful shepherdess.
Alas, where to find her?
In order to defend our reputation, I want to offer you my heart.
But shepherdess, can I believe that it will not be deceitful?
We'll see through experience who of the two loves best.
Who lacks constancy, may the gods destroy. With
ardor so
beautiful,
let us be inflamed.
Ah, how sweet it is to love when two hearts are faithful.
Is that all?
Yes.
Oh. Well, I find it well done. And there are some pretty enough sayings in it.
Here for my presentation is a little display of the loveliest movements and the most beautiful attitudes which a dance can possibly be varied.
But are these shepherds too?
Vary whatever you please. Let's go.
All dancers execute all the different movements and all the kinds of steps that the dancing master commands. And this dance makes the first interlude. Act 2, Scene 1, Monsieur Jourdain, music master, dancing master, lackeys.
Oh, well, that's not all that bad. And those people there hop around well.
When the dance is combined with the music, it will have even better effect, and you will see something quite good in the little ballet we have prepared for you.
Yeah, well, that's for later, when the person I ordered all this for is to do me the honor of coming here to dine.
Everything is ready.
However, sir, this is not enough. A person like you who lives magnificently and who are inclined towards fine things should have a concert of music here every Wednesday or every Thursday.
Oh, is that what people of quality do?
Yes, sir.
Oh, then I'll have them. Will it be fine?
Without doubt. You must have 3 voices, a tenor, a soprano, and a bass, who will be accompanied by a bass viol, a Tailor bow, and a clavichord for the chords, with 2 violins to play the ritournelles.
Oh, you must also add a trumpet marine. The trumpet marine is an instrument that pleases me, and it's harmonious.
Leave it to us to manage things.
At least don't forget to send the musicians to sing at table.
You shall have everything you should have.
Oh, but above all, let the ballet be fine.
You will be pleased with it, and among other things, with certain minuets you will find in it.
Oh, now minuets are my dance, and I would like you to see me dance them. Come, my dancing master.
Aha, sir, if you please. La, 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 la. In cadence, please. In cadence. La, 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 la. Your right leg. La, 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 la. Don't move your shoulders. Raise your head. Raise your head. Turn the toe out. La, 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 la. Straighten the body.
Oh, how was that?
The best.
Oh, by the way, teach me how to bow and salute a marchioness. I shall need to know soon.
How? You must bow to salute a marchioness?
Yes, a marchioness named
Give me your-
Dorimène.
Give me your hand.
No, you only have to do it. I'll remember it well.
If you want to salute her with a great deal of respect, you must first bow and step back. And then bow 3 times
What?
as you walk towards her. The last one, bow down to her knees.
Oh, well, do it some. Come on. Show me again. Do it some. 1, 2, 3. Down to her knees. Right. Good.
Sir, your fencing master is
Sir,
here.
your fencing master's here.
Oh, tell him come in here for my lesson. I want you to see me perform.
Scene 2, fencing master, music master, dancing master, Monsieur Jourdain, and a lackey.
Observe the salute. Your body straight, a little inclined upon the left thigh, your legs not so wide apart, your feet both in a line, your wrist opposite your hip, the point of your sword even with your shoulder, the arm not so much extended. The left hand at the level of the eye, the left shoulder more squared. The head up, the expression bold, advance, the body steady, beat, cut, and thrust. 1, 2, recover.
Yeah.
Again, with the foot firm, keep the back. Yes. When you make a pass, sir, you must first disengage, and your body must be well turned. 1, 2, come. Beat, fierce, and thrust. Advance. Stop there. 1, 2, recover. Repeat. Lead back. On guard, sir. On guard.
The fencing master touches him 2 or 3 times with a foil while saying, "En garde."
Oh, how was that?
You did marvelously.
As I have told you, the entire secret of fencing lies in 2 things: to give and not to receive. And as I demonstrated to you the other day, it is impossible for you to receive if you know how to turn your opponent's sword from the line of your body. This depends solely on a slight movement of the wrist, either inward or out.
In this way, then, a man without courage is sure to kill his man and not be killed himself.
Without doubt. Didn't you see the demonstration?
Yes.
And thus you have seen how men like me should be considered by the state, and how the science of fencing is more important than all the other useless sciences, such as dancing, music.
Careful though, Monsieur Swordsman. Speak of the dance only with respect.
I beg you to speak better of the excellence of music.
You are amusing fellows to want to compare your sciences with mine.
Oh, see the self-importance of the man.
My little dancing master, I'll make you dance as you ought. You, my little musician, I'll make you sing any pretty way.
Monsieur Clanger of Iron, I'll teach you your trade.
Oh, are you crazy to quarrel with him? Who knows tierce and quarte and who can kill a man by demonstration?
I disdain his demonstration, his terse and his quart.
Oh, careful, I tell you.
What, you little impertinent?
Oh, my fencing master.
What, you big workhorse?
Oh, my dancing master.
If I throw myself on you...
Oh, careful.
If I get my hands on you...
Oh, no, be nice.
I'll go over you with a currycomb in such a way...
Oh, mercy.
I'll give you a beating such as...
I beg of you.
Let us teach him a little how to talk.
Oh, Lord, stop!
Scene 3, philosophy master, who has a PhD, music master, dancing master, fencing master, Monsieur Jourdain, and lackeys.
Oh, Monsieur Philosopher, you come just in time with your philosophy. Come, make a little peace amongst these people.
What is happening? What is the matter, gentlemen?
Oh, they've got into a rage over the superiority of their professions to the point of injurious words and wanting to come to blows.
What? Gentlemen, must you act this way? Haven't you read the learned treatise that Seneca composed on anger? Is there anything more base and more shameful than this passion which turns a man into a savage beast? And shouldn't reason be the mistress of all our activities?
Well, sir, he had just abused both of us, despising the dance which I practice and music which is his profession.
A wise man is above all the insults which can be spoken to him, and the grand reply one should make to such outrages is moderation and patience.
They both had the audacity of trying to compare their professions with mine.
Should that disturb you? Men should not dispute amongst themselves about vainglory and rank. That which perfectly distinguishes one from the other is wisdom and virtue.
I insist to him that the dance is a science to which one cannot do enough honor.
And I, that music is something that all the ages have revered.
And I to insist to them that the science of fencing is the finest and the most necessary of all sciences.
Oh, and where then will philosophy be? I find you all very impertinent to speak with this arrogance in front of me, and impudently to give the name of science to things that one should not even honor with the name of art, and that cannot be classified except under the name of miserable gladiator, singer, and buffoon.
Oh, get out, you dog of a philosopher!
Get out, you worthless pedant!
Get out, you ill-mannered cur!
What? Rascals that you are!
Oh, Monsieur Philosopher!
Rogues, scoundrels, insolent thugs!
No, Monsieur Philosopher!
A pax on the beast!
Gentlemen!
Impudent rogues!
Oh, Monsieur Philosopher!
The devil take the
jackass!
Oh, gentlemen!
Villains!
Monsieur Philosopher!
The devil with the impertinent fellow!
Gentlemen!
Rascals, beggars, traitors, impostors!
Monsieur Philosopher! Gentlemen, Monsieur Philosopher! Gentlemen, Monsieur Philosopher! Oh, fight as much as you like. I don't know what to do, and I'll not spoil my robe to separate you. I'd be a fool to go among them and receive some damaging blow.
Act 2, Scene 4. Philosophy master, Monsieur Jourdain.
Now, to our lesson.
Oh, sir, I am distressed by the blows they gave you.
It is nothing. A philosopher knows how to take these things, and I'll compose a satire against them in the style of Juvenal, which will fix them nicely. Let it be. What would you like to learn?
Oh, everything I can, for I have every desire in the world to be educated, and I'm furious that my father and mother didn't make me study all the sciences when I was young.
Oh, this is a reasonable sentiment. Nam sine doctrina vitae est quasi mortis imago. You understand that, and you doubtless know Latin.
Oh, yes, but act as if I don't know it. Tell me what it says.
It says that without science, life is almost an image of death.
Oh, that Latin's right.
Don't you know some principles, some basics of the sciences?
Oh, yes. I mean, I can read and write.
Ah. Where would it please you for us to begin? Would you like me to teach you logic?
What is this logic?
It is that which teaches the three operations of the mind.
Oh, What are the three operations of the mind?
The first, the second, and the third. The first is to conceive well by means of the universals. The second is to judge well by means of the categories. And the third is to draw well a conclusion by means of figures. Barbara, Celerant, Darii, Ferriot, Barrelipton, etc.
Oh, those words are too ugly. Oh, this logic doesn't suit me at all. Oh, let's learn something that's prettier.
Would you like to learn morality?
Morality?
Yeah.
Oh, now, what does it say, this morality?
It treats of happiness, teaches men to moderate their passions, and...
No. Let's leave that. I'm as choleric as all the devils, and there's no morality that sticks. I want to be as full of anger as I want whenever I like.
Would you like to learn physics?
Oh, well, what's it about, this physics?
Physics explains the principles of natural things and the properties of the material world. It discourses on the nature of the elements, of metals, minerals, of stones, of plants and animals, and teaches the causes of all the meteors, the rainbow, the will-o'-the-wisps, the comets, lightning, thunder, thunderbolts, rain, snow, hail, winds, and whirlwinds.
Oh, then there's too much confusion in it. Too much confusion.
Then, what do you want me to teach you?
Teach me how to spell.
Ah, very gladly.
And afterwards you may teach me the almanac. I know when there is a moon and when not.
So be it. Following your thought and treating this matter as a philosopher, it is necessary to begin according to the order of things, by an exact knowledge of the nature of letters and the different ways of pronouncing them all. And therefore, I must tell you, letters are divided into vowels, called vowels because they express the voice, and into consonants because they sound with the vowels and only mark the diverse articulations of the voice. There are 5 vowels or voices. A, E, I, O, U.
Oh, I understand all that.
The vowel A is formed by opening the mouth widely. Vowels are to be given the sounds used in vocalizing. A, ah, ah, E, O.
Yes.
The vowel E is formed by approaching the lower jaw to the upper. A, E.
Oh, by my faith, yes. How fine.
And the vowel I, by bringing the jaws still nearer each other and stretching the 2 corners of the mouth towards the ears. A, E, I.
Oh, that's true. Oh, long live science.
The vowel O, formed by opening the jaws and drawing together the 2 corners of the lips, upper and lower.
Oh, there's nothing truer. Oh, that's admirable.
The opening of the mouth happens to make a little circle which represents an O.
Oh, you're right. There's nothing. You're right. Oh, what a fine thing it is to know something.
The vowel U is formed by bringing the teeth nearly together without completely joining them and thrusting the two lips outward, also bringing them nearly together without completely joining them.
Oh, there's nothing truer.
Your two lips thrust out as if you were making a face, whence it results that if you want to make a face at someone and mock him, you have only to say to him,
Oh, that's true. Oh, why didn't I study sooner in order to know all that?
Tomorrow, we shall look at the other letters, which are the consonants.
Are the things as curious about them as about these?
Oh, without a doubt. The consonant D, for example, is pronounced by clapping the tongue above the upper teeth. D.
D. Oh, yes. Oh, fine things. Fine things.
The F by pressing the upper teeth against the lower lip.
F. Oh, that's the truth. Ah, my father and mother, how I wish you ill.
And the R by carrying the tip of the tongue to the top of the palate, so that being grazed by the air that comes out with force, it yields to it and always comes back always to the same place, making a kind of trill. Arr.
Oh, that's true. Oh, what a clever man you are. And how I have lost time. Oh.
I'll explain to you all these strange things to their very depths.
Oh, please do. But now, I must confide in you. I'm in love with a lady of great quality, and I wish you would help me to write something to her in a little note that I will let fall at her feet.
Very well.
Now that'll be gallant, yes?
Without a doubt. Is it verse you wish to write her?
No, not verse.
Do you want only prose?
No, I don't want either prose or verse.
It must be one or the other.
Why?
Because, sir, there is no other way to express oneself than with prose or verse.
There's nothing but prose or verse?
No, sir. Everything that is not prose is verse, and everything that is not verse is prose.
And when one speaks, what is that then?
Prose.
What? You mean when I say, Nicole, bring me my slippers and give me my nightcap, that's prose?
Yes, sir.
By my faith. For more than 40 years, I've been speaking prose without knowing anything about it. And I am much obliged to you for having taught me that. Oh, I'd like to then to put into a note to her, beautiful Marchioness, your lovely eyes make me die of love. But I want it to put in a gallant manner and be nicely turned.
Put it that the fire of her eyes reduces your heart to cinders, that you suffer night and day for her, the torments of it.
No, I want none of that. I only want to say, beautiful Marchioness, your lovely eyes make me die of love.
This thing requires a little lengthening.
No, I tell you, I only want those words in the note. But turn stylishly. Oh, God.
As is necessary, monsieur?
Yeah. I took my eye off the text. Just a second. Yeah, well arranged, as is necessary. But please, tell me, just to see the diverse ways they could be put.
One could put them, first of all, as you said them. Beautiful Marchioness, your lovely eyes make me die of love. Or else, of love to die make me. Beautiful Marchioness, your beautiful eyes. Or else, your lovely eyes of love make me. Beautiful Marchioness, die. Or else, Die, your lovely eyes, beautiful marchioness of love, make me. What else? Me, make your lovely eyes die, beautiful marchioness of love.
But of all those ways, which is the best?
The way you said it. Beautiful marchioness, your lovely eyes make me die of love.
Oh, I never studied, and yet I made the whole thing up at the first try. I thank you with all my heart, and I ask you to come tomorrow morning early.
I shall not fail to do so.
Yeah. Oh. But hasn't my suit come yet?
No, sir.
That cursed tailor makes me wait all day when I've so much to do. I'm enraged. May the cotton fever shake that tormentor of a tailor to the devil with the tailor. May the plague choke the tailor. If I had him here now, that detestable tailor, that dog of a tailor, that traitor of a tailor.
Act 2. Master tailor, apprentice tailor, carrying suit, Monsieur Jourdain and Lackey.
Ah, you're here. I was getting into a rage against you.
I could not come sooner, and I put 20 men to work on your suit.
You sent me some silk hose so small that I had all the difficulty in the world putting them on. And already there are 2 broken stitches.
They get bigger, too much so.
Oh, yes, if I always break the stitches. You also had made for me a pair of shoes that pinch furiously.
Not at all, sir.
Oh, how not at all?
No, they don't pinch you at all.
I tell you, they pinch me.
You imagine that?
I imagine it's because I feel it. That's a good reason for you.
Wait. Here is the finest court suit and the best match. It's a masterpiece to have invented a serious suit that is not black. And I give 6 attempts to the best tailors to equal it.
What's this? Huh? You put the flowers on upside down.
You didn't tell me you wanted them right side up.
Did I have to tell you that?
Yes, surely. All the people of quality wear them this way.
But the people of quality wear the flowers upside down?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, it's all right then.
If you like, I'll put them right side up.
No.
You have only to say so.
No, I tell you, you've made it very well. Do you think this suit is going to look good on me?
What a question. I defy a painter with his brush to do anything that would fit you better. I have a worker in my place who is the greatest genius in the world at mounting a rhyme grave, and another who is the hero of the age in assembling a doublet.
The peruke and the plumes, are they correct?
Everything's good.
Ah, Monsieur Tailor. It is the material from the last suit you made for me. I know it well.
You see, the material seemed so fine, I wanted to make a suit made of it for myself.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have cut it out of mine.
Do you want to put on your suit?
Yes, give it to me.
Wait, that's not the way it's done. I have brought men to dress you in cadence. These kinds of suits are put on with ceremony. Hey there, come in, you. Put the suit on this gentleman the way you do with people of quality.
4 apprentice tailors enter. 2 of them pull off Monsieur Jourdain's breeches made for his morning exercises, and 2 others pull off his waistcoat. Then they put on his new suit. Monsieur Jourdain promenades among them and shows them his suit for their approval. All this to the cadence of instrumental music. Oh, my dear gentlemen, please to give the apprentices a small tip.
What did you call me?
Oh, my dear gentlemen.
Oh, my dear gentleman. That's what it is to dress like people of quality. Go all your life dressed like a bourgeois and they'll never call you my dear gentleman. Here, take this for the my dear gentleman.
Oh, my lord, we are much obliged to you.
My lord. Oh, my lord. Oh, wait, my friend. My lord deserves something, and it's not a little word, this my lord. Take this. That's what my lord gives you.
My lord, we will drink to the health of your grace.
Oh, your grace. Oh, wait, don't go. To me, your grace. My faith, if he goes as far as highness, he'll have all my purse. Wait, that's for my grace.
Oh, my lord, we thank you very humbly for your liberality.
He did well. I was going to give him everything.
The 4 apprentices celebrate with a dance, which comprises a second interlude. Act 3. Act 3, Scene 1, Monsieur Jourdain and his 2 lackeys.
Oh, follow me. I'm going to show off my clothes a little about town. And above all, both of you take care to walk close at my heels so people can see that you're with me.
Yes, sir.
Call Nicole for me so I can give her some orders. Oh, don't bother. There she is.
Act 3, Scene 2, Nicole, Monsieur Jourdain, 2 lackeys.
Nicole.
Yes, sir.
Listen. What are you laughing at? Well, what did the hussy mean by this?
How you are got up.
How's that?
Oh, Lord.
What kind of little baggage is this? Are you mocking me?
Oh, certainly not, sir. I should be very sorry to do so.
Look, I'll give you a smack on the nose if you go on laughing.
Oh, sir, I can't help it.
You're not going to stop?
Oh, sir, I beg pardon, but you are so funny I couldn't help laughing.
What insolence!
You're so funny like that.
I'll do...
Oh, please excuse me.
Listen, if you're going to go on laughing the least bit, I swear I'll give you the biggest slap ever given.
Oh, all right, sir. It's done. I won't laugh anymore.
Well, take good care not to. Presently, you must clean. You must clean. You must, I say, clean the room. And again.
He falls down with laughter.
Then beat me, sir, and let me have my laugh out. It will do me more good.
I am furious.
Mercy, sir. I beg you to let me laugh.
If I catch you...
I shall burst. Oh, if I don't laugh.
But did anyone ever see such a hussy as that, who laughs in my face instead of receiving my orders?
What would you have me do, sir?
That you consider getting my house ready for the company that's coming soon, you hussy.
Oh, by my faith, I don't feel like laughing anymore. All your guests make such a disorder here that the word company is enough to put me in a bad humor.
And why should I shut my door to everyone for your sake?
You should at least shut it to some people.
Act 3, Scene 3, Madame Jourdain, Monsieur Jourdain, Nicole, and lackeys.
Aha! Here's a new story. What's this, my husband? This outfit you have on there. Don't you care what people think when you get up like that? And do you want yourself to be laughed at everywhere?
None but fools and dolts will laugh at me, wife.
Truly. They haven't waited until now. Your antics have long given a laugh to everyone.
Who's everyone, if you please?
Everyone is everyone who is right and who is wiser than you. For my part, I'm scandalized at the life you lead. I no longer recognize my house. One would say it's the beginning of carnival here every day and beginning early in the morning. So it won't be forgotten. One hears nothing but the rackets of violins and fiddles and singers, which disturbs the whole neighborhood.
Madame speaks well. I'll never be able to get my housework done properly with that gang you have come here. They have feet that hunt for mud in every part of town to bring it here. And poor Francoise almost has her teeth on the floor, scrubbing the boards that your fine masters come to dirty up every day.
What, our servant, Nicole? You have quite a tongue for a peasant.
Nicole is right, and she has more sense than you. I'd like to know what you are thinking going out dealing with a dancing master at your age.
And with a hulking fencing master who comes stamping his feet, shaking the whole house and tearing up all the floorboards in our drawing room.
Be quiet, both servant and wife.
Is it that you're learning to dance for the first time when you'll have no legs to dance on?
Do you want to kill someone?
Quiet, I tell you. You are ignorant women, both of you, and you don't know the advantages of all this.
You should instead be thinking of marrying off your daughter, who is of an age to be provided for.
I think of marrying off my daughter when a suitable match comes along, but I also want to learn about fine things.
Ah, I heard said, madame, that today he took a philosophy master to thicken the soup.
Very well. I have a wish to have wit and to reason about things with decent people.
Don't you intend one of these days to go to school and have yourself whipped at your age?
Why not? Would to God I would have whipped this moment in front of everyone if I only knew what they learn at school.
Yes, my faith, that would get you in better shape.
Without doubt.
All this is very important to the management of your house.
Assuredly. Oh, you talk like beasts, both of you, and I'm ashamed of your ignorance. For example, do you know what you are speaking just now?
Yes, I know that what I'm saying is well said, and then you ought to be considering another way of living.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm asking if you know what the words are that you are saying here.
They are words that are very sensible, and your conduct is scarcely so.
I'm not talking about that. I tell you, I'm asking you, what is it that I'm speaking to you this minute? What is it?
Nonsense.
No, that's not it. What we are both saying, what language is it that we are speaking right now?
Well?
What's it called?
It's called whatever you want.
It's prose, you ignorant creature.
Prose?
Yes, prose. Everything is prose that is not verse, and everything that's not verse is prose. There, that is what it is to study. And you, do you know what you must do to say you, ooh?
What?
Say ooh in order to see.
Oh, well, ooh.
Now, what do?
I say ooh.
Yeah, yes, but when you say ooh, what do you do?
I do what you tell me to.
Oh, how strange it is to have to deal with morons. You thrust your lips out and bring your lower jaw to your upper jaw. You see? Ooh. You see? I make a pout. Ooh.
Yes, that's beautiful.
How admirable.
Ah, but it's quite another thing if you have seen oh and duh and f.
What is all this rigmarole?
What does all of this do for us?
Oh, enrages me when I see these ignorant women.
Go. You ought to send all those people packing with their foolishness.
And above all, that great gawk of a fencing master who ruins all my work with dust.
Well, this fencing master seems to get under your skin. I'll soon show you how impertinent you are.
He has the spoils brought and gives one to Nicole.
There. Demonstration. The line of the body. When your opponent thrusts in cart, you need only do this. And then when they thrust in tierce, you need only do this. That is the way never to be killed. And isn't it fine to be assured of what one does when fighting against someone? There, thrust at me a little to see.
Well, then what?
Nicole thrusts, giving him several hits.
Easy, wait, look gently. Oh, devil take the hussy.
You told me to thrust.
Yeah, but you thrust in tierce before you thrust in cart, and you didn't have the patience to let me parry.
You are a fool, husband, with all your fantasies. And this has come to you since you took a notion to associate with the nobility.
When I associate with the nobility, I show my good judgment. And that's better than associating with your shopkeepers.
Oh, yes, truly. There's a great deal to gain by consorting with your nobles. And you did so well with your fine count that you were so taken with.
Peace! Think what you're saying. You know very well, wife, that you don't know who you're talking about when you talk about him. He's a more important person than you think. A great lord, respected at court, and who talks to the king just as I talk to you. Is it not a thing which does me great honour that a person of this quality is seen to come so often to my house, who calls me his dear friend, and treats me as if I were his equal? He has more regard from me than one would ever imagine, and in front of everyone he shows me so much affection that I am embarrassed myself.
Yes, he has a kindness for you and shows his affection, but he borrows your money.
So? Isn't it an honour for me to lend money to a man of that condition? And can I do less for a lord who calls me his dear friend?
And this lord, what does he do for you?
You know, the things that would astonish you if you knew them.
Like what?
Oh, blast. I cannot explain myself. It must suffice that if I have lent him money, he'll pay it back fully and before long.
Yes, you're waiting for that.
Assuredly. Well, didn't he tell me so?
Yes, he won't fail to do it.
He swore it on the faith of a gentleman.
Nonsense.
Well, you are very obstinate, wife. I tell you he will keep his word, I'm sure of it.
And I'm sure he will not. And that all his affection is only to flatter you.
Oh, be still. Here he is.
That's all we needed. Here he's come again to borrow something from you. The very sight of him spoils my appetite.
Be still, I tell you.
Act 3, Scene 4, Count Dorante, Monsieur Jourdain, Madame Jourdain, Nicole.
My dear friend, Monsieur Jourdain, how do you do?
Oh, very well, sir, to render you my small services.
And Madame Jourdain there, how is she? How is she?
Madame Jourdain is as well as she can be.
Well, Monsieur Jourdain, you are excellently well dressed.
Oh, you see?
You have a fine air in that suit, and we have no young men at court who are better made than you.
Oh, well. Oh.
He scratches him where it itches.
Turn around. It's positively elegant.
Yes, he's as big a fool behind as in front.
My faith, Monsieur Jourdain, I was strangely impatient to see you. You are the man in the world I esteem most, and I was speaking of you again this morning in the bedchamber of the king.
Oh, you do me great honour, sir, in the king's bedchamber.
Come, put on.
Oh, sir, I know the respect I owe you.
Heavens, put on your hat. I pray you, no ceremony between us.
Sir?
Put it on, I tell you. Jourdain, you are my friend.
Sir, I am your humble servant.
I won't be covered if you won't.
Jourdain putting on his hat.
I would rather be uncivil than troublesome.
I am in your debt, you know.
Yes, we know it all too well.
You have generously lent me money up on several occasions, and you have obliged me with the best grace in the world, assuredly.
Oh, sir, you jest with me.
But I know how to repay what is lent to me, and to acknowledge the favors rendered me.
Oh, I have no doubt of it, sir.
I want to settle this matter with you, and I came here to make up our accounts together.
There, wife. Yeah, see? You see your impertinence?
I am a man who likes to repay debt as soon as I can.
Told you so.
Let's see. How much do I owe you?
There you are with your ridiculous suspicions.
Do you remember well all the money that you've lent me?
Oh, I believe so. I made a little note of it here. Yeah, once you were given 200 louis d'or.
That's true.
Another time, 6 score.
Yes.
Another time, 140.
Ah, you're right.
Yeah, now these 3 items make 460 louis d'or, which comes to 5,060 livres.
The count is quite right. 5,060 livres.
1,832 livres to your plume maker.
Exactly.
2,780 livres to your tailor.
True.
4,379 livres, 12 sols, 8 deniers to your tradesman.
Quite right. 12 sols, 8 deniers. The account is exact.
And 1,748 livres, 7 sols, 4 deniers to your saddler.
All that is true. What does that come to?
Sum total, 15,800 livres.
The sum total is exact, 15,800 livres, to which add 200 pistoles that you are going to give me, and that will make exactly 18,000 francs, which I shall pay you at the first opportunity.
Well, didn't I predict it?
Peace.
Will that inconvenience you to give me the amount I say?
Oh, no.
That man is making a milk cow out of you.
Be quiet.
If that inconveniences you, I will seek it somewhere else.
Oh, no.
He won't be content until he's ruined you.
Be quiet, I tell you.
You have only to tell me if that embarrasses you.
Oh, not at all, sir.
He's a real wheel dealer.
Oosh.
He'll drain you to the last sou.
Will you be quiet?
I have a number of people who would gladly lend it to me, but since you are my best friend, I believed I might do you wrong if I asked someone else.
Oh, it's too great an honor, sir, that you do me. I'll go and get it for you.
What? You're going to give it to him again?
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to refuse a man of this station who spoke to me spoke about me this morning in the king's bedchamber?
Go on, you're a true dupe.
Oh.
Act 3, Scene 5, Dorante, Madame Jourdain, Nicole.
You appear to be very melancholy. What is wrong, Madame Jourdain?
I have a head bigger than my fist, even if it's not swollen.
Mademoiselle, your daughter, where is she that I don't see her?
Mademoiselle, my daughter is right where she is.
How is she getting on?
She gets on with her 2 legs.
Wouldn't you like to come with her one of these days to see the ballet and the comedy they are putting on at court?
Oh, yes, truly. We have a great desire to laugh, a very great desire to laugh.
I think, Madame Jourdain, that you must have had many admirers in your youth, beautiful and good-humored as you were.
By Our Lady, sir, is Madame Jourdain decrepit? And does her head already shake with palsy?
My faith, Madame Jourdain, I beg pardon. I did not remember that you are young. I am often distracted. Praise excuse my impertinence.
Act 3, Scene 6, Monsieur Jourdain, Madame Jourdain, Dorante, Nicole.
Here are 200 louis d'or.
I assure you, Monsieur Jourdain, that I am completely yours and that I am eager to render you a service at court.
Oh, I am much obliged to you.
If Madame Jourdain desires to see the royal entertainment, I will have the best places in the ballroom given to her.
Madame Jourdain kisses your hands, but declines.
Our beautiful Marchioness, as I sent word to you in my note, will come here soon for the ballet and refreshments. I finally brought her to consent to the entertainment you wish to give her.
But let us move a little further away for a certain reason.
It has been 8 days since I saw you, and I have sent you no news regarding the diamond you put into my hand to present to her on your behalf. But it's because I had the greatest difficulty in conquering her scruples, and it's only today that she resolved to accept it.
How did she judge it?
Marvelous! And I am greatly deceived if the beauty of that diamond does not produce for you an admirable effect on her spirit.
Oh, would to heaven!
Once he's with him, he cannot leave him.
I made her value, as she should, the richness of that present and the grandeur of your love.
Oh, there are, sir, favours which overwhelm me, and I am in the very greatest confusion at seeing a person of your quality demean himself for me as you do.
Are you joking? Among friends, does one stop at these sort of scruples? And wouldn't you do the same thing for me if the occasion offered?
Oh, certainly, with all my heart.
His presence weighs me down.
As for me, I never mind anything when it is necessary to serve a friend. And when you confided in me about the ardent passion you have formed for that delightful Marchioness with whom I have contacts, you saw that I volunteered immediately to assist your love.
Oh, it's true. These are few favours that confound me.
Will he never go?
They enjoy being together.
You took the right tack to touch her heart. Women love above all the expenses we go to for them, and your frequent serenades, your continual bouquets, that's superb fireworks for her over the water, the diamond she has received from you, and the entertainment you are preparing for her. All this speaks much better in favor of your love than all the words you might have spoken yourself.
There are no expenditures I would not make if by that means I might find the road to her heart. Oh, a woman of quality has ravishing charms for me, and it's an honor I would purchase at any price.
What can they talk about so much? Steal over and listen a little.
Soon enough, you will enjoy at your ease the pleasure of seeing her, and your eyes will have a long time to satisfy themselves.
I have to be completely free, I have arranged for my wife to go to dinner at her sister's, where she'll spend the after-dinner hours.
You have done prudently, as your wife might have embarrassed us. I have given the necessary orders to the cook for you and for the valet. It is of my own invention, and provided the execution corresponds to the idea, I'm sure it will be found.
You are very impertinent. Let's go, if you please.
Scene 7, Madame Jourdain and Nicole.
My faith, Madame, curiosity has cost me, but I believe something's afoot, since they were talking of some event where they did not want you to be.
Today's not the first time, Nicole, that I've had my suspicions about my husband. I'm the most mistaken woman in the world, or there's some love affair in the making. But let's see to my daughter. You know the love Cléonte has for her. He's a man who appeals to me, and I want to help his suit and give him Lucile if I can.
Truly, Madame, I'm the most delighted creature in the world to see that you feel this way, since if the master appeals to you, his valet appeals to me no less, and I could wish our marriage made under the shadow of theirs.
Go speak to Cléonte about it for me and tell him to come to me soon so we can present his request to my husband for my daughter in marriage.
I hastened, Madame, with joy, for I could not receive a more agreeable commission. I shall, I think, make them very happy.
Act 3, Scene 8, Cléonte, Covielle, and Nicole.
Ah, I'm glad to have found you. I'm an ambassadoress of joy, and I come.
Get out, traitor, and don't come to amuse me with your treacherous words.
Is this how you receive me?
Oh, get out, I tell you, and go tell your faithless mistress that she will never again in her life deceive the too trusting Cléonte.
What caprice is this? My dear Covielle, explain a little what you are trying to say.
You're there, Covielle, little hussy. Go quickly, out of my sight, villainous, and leave me in peace.
What? You come to me too.
Out of my sight, I tell you, and never speak to me again.
Oh, my word. What fly has bitten these two? Let's go tell this pretty story to my mistress.
What? Treat a lover in this way, and a lover who is most faithful and passionate of lovers?
It's a frightful thing that they've done to us both.
I show a woman all the ardor and tenderness that can be imagined. I love nothing in the world but her, and I have nothing but her in my thoughts. She is all I care for, all my desire, all my joy. I talk nothing but her. I think of nothing but her. I have no dream but of her. I breathe only because of her. My heart lives wholly in her, and see how much love is well repaid. I have been 2 days without seeing her, which are for me 2 frightful centuries. I meet her by chance. My heart, at first sight, is completely transported. My joy shines on my face. I fly with ecstasy towards her, and the faithless one averts her eyes and hurries by as if she had never seen me in her life.
I say the same things as you.
Oh, Covielle, can one see anything to equal this perfidy of the ungrateful Lucile?
And that monsieur of the treacherous Nicole?
After so many ardent homages, sighs, and vows that I have made to her charms?
After so many assiduous compliments, scares, and services that I rendered her in the kitchen.
So many tears I have shed on her knees.
So many buckets of water I've drawn for her.
So many passion I have shown in loving her more than myself.
So much heat I've endured in turning the spit for her.
She flies from me in disdain.
She turns her back on me.
It is perfidy worthy of the greatest punishments.
It is treachery that merits 1,000 slaps.
Don't think, I beg you, of ever speaking of her favor to me.
Aye, sir. God forbid.
Never come to excuse the action of this faithless woman.
Have no fear.
No, you see, all your speeches in defense will serve no purpose.
Who even thinks of that?
I want to conserve my resentment against her and end all contract with her.
I agree.
This count who goes to her house is perhaps pleasant in her view, in her mind, allows itself to be dazzled by social standing, but it is necessary for me, for my honor, to prevent the scandal of inconsistency. I want to break it off with her and not leave her all the glory of dumping me.
That's very well said, and I agree for my part with all your feelings.
Strengthen my resentment and aid my resolve against all the remains of love that could speak in her behalf. Tell me, I order you, all the bad you can of her. Make for me a painting of her that will render her despicable and show well in order to disgust me. All the faults that you can see in her.
Her, sir? There's a pretty fool. A well-made flight for you to give so much love. I see only mediocrity in her, and you will find 100 women who'll be more worthy of you. First of all, she has small eyes.
That's true. She has small eyes, but they are full of fire, the brightest, the keenest in the world, the most touching eyes that one can see.
She has a big mouth.
Yes, but upon it one sees grace that one never sees in other mouths, and the sight of that mouth, which is the most attractive, most amorous in the world, inspires desire.
As for her figure, she's not tall.
No, but she's graceful and well made.
She affects a nonchalance in her speech and in her actions.
That's true. But she may be forgiven all that, for her manners are so engaging. They have an irresistible charm.
As to her wit,
she has that, Covielle, the finest and most delicate.
Her conversation.
Her conversation is charming.
She's always serious.
Well, would you have grinning playfulness, constant open merriment, and do you see anything more impertinent than those women who laugh all the time?
But finally, she is as capricious as any woman in the world.
Yes, she is capricious. I concede. But everything becomes beautiful, ladies. Well, one suffers everything for beauty.
I see clearly how it goes. You want to go on loving her.
Me? I'd like better to die. Oh, and I am going to hate her as much as I loved her.
Oh, if you find her so perfect.
That's how my vengeance will be more striking. In that way, I'll show better the strength of my heart by hating her, by quitting her in all her beauty and all her charms and all as lovely as I find her. Oh, here she is.
Act 3, Scene 10, Cléonte, Lucile, Covielle, Nicole.
For my part, I was completely shocked at it.
Can only be Nicole what I told you, but there he is.
I don't even want to speak to her.
I'll imitate you.
What's the matter, Cléonte? What's wrong with you?
What's the matter with you, Covielle?
What grief possesses you?
What bad humor holds you?
Are you mute, Cléonte?
Have you lost your voice, Covielle?
Is this not villainous?
It's a Judith.
I clearly see that our recent meeting has troubled you.
She sees what she has done.
Our greeting this morning has annoyed you.
She's guessed the problem.
Isn't it true, Cléonte, that this is the cause of your resentment?
Yes, perfidious one. It is, since I must speak, and I must tell you that you shall not triumph in your faithlessness as you think. I want to be the first to break with you, and you won't have the advantage of driving me away. I will have difficulty in conquering the love I have for you. It will cause me pain. I will suffer for a while, but I'll come through it, and I would rather stab myself through the heart than have the weakness return to you.
Me too.
What an uproar over nothing. I want to tell you, Cléonte, what made me avoid joining you this morning.
No, I don't want to listen to anything.
I want to tell you what made us pass so quickly.
I don't want to hear anything.
No, that this morning.
No, I tell you.
Learn that.
No, traitor.
Listen.
I won't listen.
Let me speak.
I'm deaf.
Cléonte.
No.
Covielle.
I won't listen.
Stop.
Listen to me.
Rubbish.
One moment.
Never.
A little patience.
Not interested.
2 words?
No, you've had them.
1 word.
No more talking.
All right. Since you don't want to listen to me, think what you like and do what you want.
Since you act like that, make whatever you like of all of it.
Well, let us know the reason then for such a fine reception.
It no longer pleases me to say.
Let us know something of your story.
I myself no longer want to tell you.
Tell me.
No, I don't want to say anything.
Tell it.
No, I'll tell nothing.
For pity.
No, I say.
Have mercy.
It's no use.
I beg you.
Leave me.
I plead with you.
Get out of here.
Lucile.
No.
Nicole.
Never.
In the name of God.
I don't want to.
Talk to me.
Definitely not.
Clear up my doubts.
No, I'll do nothing.
Relieve my mind.
No, I don't care to.
All right. Since you are so little concerned to take me out of my pain and to justify yourself for the shameful treatment that you gave to my passion, who you are seeing me ingrate for the last time, and I'm going far from you to die of sorrow and love.
And I will follow in his steps.
Cléonte,
Covielle?
What?
Yes,
where are you going?
Where I told you.
we are going to die.
You're going to die, Cléonte?
Yes, cruel one, since you wish it.
Me. I wish you to die.
Yes, you wish it.
Who told you that?
Is it not wishing it then when you don't wish to clear up my suspicions?
Is it my fault? And if you had wished to listen to me, would I not have told you that the incident you complain of was caused this morning by the presence of an old aunt who insists that the mere approach of a man dishonors a woman? An aunt who constantly delivers sermons to us on this text and tells us that all men are devils and we must flee.
There's the key to the entire affair.
Are you sure you're not deceiving me, Lucile?
Aren't you making this up?
There's nothing more true.
It's the absolute truth.
Are we going to give in to this?
Oh, Lucile, how, with a word from your lips, are you able to appease the things in my heart? How easily one allows himself to be persuaded by people one loves.
How easily we are manipulated by these blasted minxes.
Act 3, Scene 11. Madame Jourdain, Cléonte, Lucile, Covielle, Nicole.
I am very glad to see you, Cléonte, and you are here at just the right time. My husband is coming. Seize the opportunity to ask for Lucile in marriage.
Madame, how sweet that word is to me, and how it flatters my desires. Could I receive an order more charming, a favor more precious?
Act 3, Scene 12. Monsieur Jourdain, Madame Jourdain, Cléonte, Lucile, Covielle, and Nicole.
Sir, I did not want to use anyone to make a request of you that I have long considered. It affects me enough for me to take charge of it myself, and without further ado, I will say to you that the honor of being your son-in-law is a glorious favor that I beg you grant me.
Before giving you a reply, I beg to ask you if you are a gentleman.
Sir, most people don't hesitate over this question. They use the word carelessly. They take the name without scruple, and the usage of today seems to validate the thief. As for me, I confess to you, I have a little more delicate feelings on the matter. I find all imposture undignified for an honest man, and there is a cowardice in disguising what heaven made us at birth. To present ourselves to the eyes of the world with a stolen life, to wish to give a false impression. I was born of parents who, without doubt, held honorable positions. I have 6 years of service in the army, and I find myself established well enough to maintain a tolerable rank in the world. But, despite all that, I certainly have no wish to give myself a name to which others in my place might believe they could pretend, and I will give you, frankly, I am not a gentleman.
Shake hands, sir. My daughter is not for you.
What?
You're not a gentleman. You will not have my daughter.
What are you trying to say with your talk of gentlemen? Are we ourselves of the line of Saint Louis?
Quiet, wife. I see what you're up to.
Aren't we both descended from good bourgeois families?
Oh, there's that hateful word.
And wasn't your father a merchant, just like mine?
Plague take the woman. She never fails to do this. If your father was a merchant, so much the worse for him. But as for mine, those who say that are misinformed. All that I have to say to you is that I want a gentleman for a son-in-law.
It's necessary for your daughter to have a husband who is worthy of her. And it's better for her to have an honest rich man who is well made than an impoverished gentleman who is badly built.
That's true. We have the son of a gentleman in our village who is the most ill-formed and the greatest fool I have ever seen.
Hold your impertinent tongue. You always butt into the conversation. I have enough money for my daughter. I need only honor, and I want to make her a marchioness.
A marchioness?
Yes, marchioness.
Alas, God save me from it.
It is a thing I have resolved.
As for me, it's a thing I'll never consent to.
Oh.
Marriages above one's station are always subject to the greatest inconveniences. I have absolutely no wish for a son-in-law who can reproach your parents to my daughter, and I won't want her to have children who will be ashamed to call me their grandmama. If she arrives to visit me in the equipage of a great lady, and if she fails by mischance to greet someone of the neighborhood, they wouldn't fail immediately to say 100 stupidities. Do you see, they would say, this Madam Marchioness who gives such glorious airs. It's the daughter of Monsieur Jourdain, who is all too glad when she was little to play house with us. She's not always been so haughty as now is, and her two grandfathers sold cloth near to St. Innocent's Gate. They amassed wealth for their children. They're paying dearly, perhaps, for it now in the other world, and one can scarcely get that rich by being honest. I certainly don't want all that gossip, and I want, in a word, a man who will be obliged to me for my daughter, and to whom I can say, sit down there, my son-in-law, and have dinner with me.
Surely those are the sentiments of a little spirit, to want to remain always in a base condition. Now, don't talk back to me. My daughter will be a marchioness in spite of everyone, and if you make me angry, I will make a duchess of her.
Cléonte, don't lose your courage yet. Follow me, my daughter, and tell your father resolutely that if you can't have him, you don't want to marry anyone.
Act 3, Scene 12, Cléonte Covielle.
You've made a fine business with your pretty sentiments.
What do you want? I have scruple about that which precedent cannot conquer.
Don't you make a fool of yourself by taking it seriously with a man like that? Don't you see that he's a fool?
Yeah.
And will it cost you anything to accommodate yourself to his fantasies?
You're right, but I didn't believe it necessary to prove nobility in order to be a Monsieur Jourdain's son-in-law. What are you laughing at?
And a thought that just occurred to me of how to play our man a trick and help you obtain what you desire.
How?
The idea is really funny.
What is it?
A short time ago, there was a certain masquerade which fits here better than anything, and that I intend to make part of a prank I want to play on our fool. It all seems a little phony, but with him, one can try anything. There's hardly any reason to be subtle, and he is the man to play his role marvelously and to swallow easily any fabrication we want to tell him. I have the actors, I have the costumes ready, just leave it to me.
But tell me.
I'm going to instruct you in everything. Let's go. There he is returning. Come on.
Act 3, Scene 14, Monsieur Jourdain and Lackey.
What the devil is this? They have nothing other than the great lords to reproach me with, and as for me, I see nothing so fine as to associate with the great lords. There is only honor and civility among them, and I would have given 2 fingers to a hand to have been born a count or a marquis.
Sir, here's the count, and he has a lady with him.
What? Oh, my goodness. I have some orders to give. Hey, tell them I'll be back here soon.
Scene 15, Dorimène, Dorante, and Lackey.
Yeah, Monsieur says he'll be here very soon.
That's fine.
I don't know, Dorante. I feel strange allowing you to bring me to this house where I know no one.
Then where would you like, Madame, for me to express my love with an entertainment, since you will allow neither your horse nor your house nor mine for fear of scandal?
But you don't mention that every day I am gradually preparing myself to receive 2 great proofs of your passion. As good a defense as I have put up, you wear down my resistance, and you have a polite persistence, which makes me come gently to whatever you like. The frequent visits began, declarations followed, after them came serenades and amusements in their train, and presents followed them. I withstood all that, but you don't give up at all, and step by step you are overcoming my resolve. As for me, I can no longer answer for anything, and I believe that in the end you will bring me to marriage, which I have so far avoided.
My faith, Madame, should already have come to it. You are a widow and you answer only to yourself. I am my own master and I love you more than life. Why shouldn't you be all my happiness from today onward?
Goodness! Durant, for 2 people to live happily together, both of them need particular qualities, and 2 of the most reasonable persons in the world often have trouble making a union satisfactory to them both.
You're fooling yourself, Madame, to imagine so many difficulties, and the experience you had with one marriage doesn't determine anything for others.
Finally, I always come back to this. The expenses that I see you go to me for disturb me for 2 reasons. One is that they get me more involved than I would like, and the other is that I am sure, meaning no offense, that you cannot do this without financially inconveniencing yourself. And I certainly don't want that.
Ah, Madam, they are trifles. And it isn't by that.
I know what I'm talking about. And among other gifts, the diamond you forced me to take is worth...
Oh, Madame, mercy, don't put any value on a thing that my love finds unworthy of you. And allow... Oh, here's the master of the house.
Act 3, Scene 15, Monsieur Jourdain, Dorimène, Dorante, and Lackey. After having made 2... keep going.
A little further, madam.
What?
1 step, if you please.
What is it?
Step back a little for the 3rd.
Madame, Monsieur Jourdain is very knowledgeable.
Madam, it is a very great honor to me to be fortunate enough to be so happy as to have the joy that you should have had the goodness to accord me the graciousness of doing me the honor of honoring me with the favor of your presence. And if I also had the merit to merit a merit such as yours, and if heaven, envious of my luck, should have accorded me the advantage of seeing me worthy of
Monsieur Jourdain, that is enough. Madame doesn't like grand compliments, and she knows that you are a man of wit. As you can see, this good bourgeois is ridiculous in all of his manners.
It isn't difficult to see it.
Madame, he is the best of my friends.
Oh, you do me too much honor.
A completely gallant man.
I have great esteem for him.
I have done nothing yet, madame, to merit this favor.
Take care, nonetheless, to say absolutely nothing to her about the diamond that you gave her.
Well, can't I even ask her how she likes it?
What? Don't take care that you don't. That would be loutish of you. And to act as a gallant man, you must act as though it were not you who made her this present. Monsieur Jourdain, madame, says he is delighted to see you in his home.
Oh,
he honors me greatly.
How obliged I am to you, sir, for speaking thus to her for me.
I have had frightful trouble getting her to come here.
Well, I don't know how to thank you enough.
He says, madame, that he finds you the most beautiful woman in the world.
He does me great favor.
Oh, madame, it is you who does the favors, and...
let's consider eating.
Everything's ready, sir.
Come, let us sit at the table and bring on the musicians.
6 cooks who have prepared...
We will take a break. We
Okay.
will take a 10-minute break now. So let's see, it is 2:34, so we'll meet in 10 minutes.
Okay. Right. Nice work, guys.
Yeah, nice job,
You
everyone.
too. Yes.
Tony made me laugh. I got a great laugh.
Yeah.
You too, Maureen. That was a great laugh.
That was a great laugh, Maureen. I was cracking
Yeah.
up. I was cracking
Yeah,
up.
both of you. It's like, yay.
Magic. It's all these set pieces because everybody in his company had their defined task. There were the two who played the young lovers. Moliere's wife used to play his wife. If there was an old grandmother in it, there was a guy in the company who used to play all the old mothers and the old grandmothers. So everybody had their set piece. And the young lovers were all, they had to have their little back and forward in almost all these things.
Yeah, that was really cute with the two pairs and the very quick speech.
It really worked.
The
well.
one-liners. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice work.
Yeah.
The ping pong game. Yeah.
Which is tricky when you've got Zoom delays and all the rest
Oh
of
my
it.
God. Yes. It's. Oof.
And then talk about the star character. Moliere was always the main character. Like he was Monsieur Jourdain in this.
Oh yeah, he wrote them for himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'd forgotten how long his first scenes just go on and on and on.
Are you kidding? Act 3 is the longest one of all so far.
Well, yeah.
But the plot of Act 3 kind of helps it going. But when I agree.
Yeah.
The beginning with all of these different masters, it's just like, oh.
Yeah.
Wild.
I was telling everybody I first did Jourdain when I was in my sort of early 20s in Edinburgh, using a Miles Malleson translation, which is called The Prodigious Snob. And of course, being Miles Malleson, he wrote Jourdain as the prodigious snob for himself. So he played that. And then I did it at the Cocteau and turned around about 2 weeks into rehearsals and suddenly realized that the previous time I played Jourdain was before most of the kids in the cast had even been born. A sort of sobering prospect.
Which roles have you played, in this one? What other roles have you played?
I've only ever done Jourdain in this.
Okay.
Yep.
And his wife, I didn't look up which role she had played, but she was probably, I don't know, do you know, was she maybe the Countess or Lucile?
Probably, yes, because she was considerably younger than he was.
Considerably younger, yeah. She was
Bourgeois.
the daughter of his mistress too. Ad scandal.
Well, she was known as the sister, but it was generally believed she was the illegitimate daughter of Bourgeois.
Right.
But the Bourgeois were a couple and permanent members of the company. And they all had the parts that they did. Everybody had the roles they did. He was writing for specific people. In the Versailles incident, or what do you call it? The thing at Versailles, the one act he did, which he wrote as a response to the everybody bitching at him for writing the school for women. It's basically a company rehearsing a piece for the king. And all the members of the company played themselves, although there were caricatures of themselves.
And was this also for Louis XIV?
Oh, yeah.
Same king, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Imagine that, well, during that time.
Oh, yeah. And I was saying, Simone, that he was buried in unconsecrated ground and then dug up in the middle of the night. That's actually an apocryphal story. And apparently it's probably not correct. It was probably put around during the French Revolution to make it look that the royalty had ignored him. He was so popular that the church eventually relented, and he was buried in the part of the cemetery for unbaptized babies. And then they dug him up and paraded him through the city because they used his plays as evidence of how wicked the nobility was. So much so that when they did, during the French Revolution, when they did Tartuffe, you remember in Tartuffe, it's the king who sends a messenger to arrest Tartuffe.
Yes.
That was all changed. And it was all done that the law came having discovered the truth about Tartuffe. So the king got absolutely no reverence out of it.
Yeah, interesting times. I've watched it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the on Netflix the series Versailles.
I've seen bits of it. Yeah.
It's interesting. Have you seen it, Tony or Derek?
I saw parts of it when they were doing it on broadcast TV, I think.
Yeah.
It was interesting. You know, have you guys been to Versailles? The building itself? Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, I've been there a couple of times.
As a matter of fact, there was a series for Australian TV called If These Walls Could Speak, and Vincent Price was both the host and the voice of a particular famous building or landmark. And one of the shows they did was about Versailles.
Yeah, right. If those walls could speak.
Of course, he dealt more with the Marie Antoinette business.
Yeah,
with its with the rest of its history.
Anyway, it was interesting to watch. I mean, just really daily life. You know, the things that you read, you think about, it, but then you really saw the daily life. So that's why I really had fun watching it. With all the nobility, all the problems, all the this, the that, all the things going underneath.
It's interesting. People had much better memories in those days. They were much more used to remembering things. There are letters from younger members of noble families who would write home to tell their family about the latest Moliere play they'd seen. And in the letters, they're quoting great screeds of the text that they remembered from having seen it just once,
Yeah, I know. What an interesting muscle. We keep hearing things like that, and it's like,
oh, I know. Yeah.
I think you'd also mentioned before that in Shakespeare plays, people, I think it was you that mentioned that they came home and they wrote all the different parts they could just like write down the text.
A lot of those are the foul quartos, aren't they, Tony?
I think so. The bad quartos, yeah.
They're the bad quartos, the ones that are not quite right.
Oh, okay. They're called the bad quarters?
That's right.
Because they get close, but they're not perfect.
Oh, okay.
The to be or not to be speech is quite amusing in the bad quarto.
You look, Tony, you look like you have a lot of things behind you, a lot of very.
This is my studio.
Are you a musician?
No, I'm a voice actor.
Oh, you're like a voice. What is that?
What kind of microphone are you using?
I'm using a USB condenser microphone.
Ah, good. I just
that's
bought
why,
one
that's
of
why
those.
I get such good sound quality out of it.
I know you do. I've been envious.
Because my camera and my microphone are externally connected rather than being part of the computer itself.
Yeah, I've got a condenser that's plugged into a little mixer unit that then goes into my
I have one in a mini booth, which is right here in front of me. And I also have another condenser mic in my homemade recording booth.
Good.
But with everything cluttering up, all the sound gets caught, so it doesn't bounce off anything, and gives what a lot of people call bathroom audio.
Yeah.
And you're a voice actor for what kind of things? For advertisements? For
commercials, for films, for audiobooks. I've recorded around 15 audiobooks.
Oh, nice.
Good.
That's great.
Did all the voices for them, including voices.
Okay, we see that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's time, so let's start. Curtain is soon going up.
Act 4. 2 more acts, but quite a lot of things going on.
Right. Okay, so see you all later.
Mm-hmm.
Why, Dorante, that is a really magnificent repast.
Oh, you jest, madame. I wish it were worthy of being offered to you. Sit.
Monsieur Jourdain is right, madame, to speak so, and he obliges me by making you so welcome. I agree with him that the repast is not worthy of you, since it was I who ordered it, and since I do not have the accomplishment of our friends in this matter, you do not have here a very sophisticated meal. And you will find some incongruities in the combinations and some barbarities of taste. If the mise, our friend, had been involved, everything would have been according to the rules. Everything would have been elegant and appropriate, and he would have not have failed to impress upon you the significance of all the dishes of the repast, and to make you see his expertise when it comes to good food. He would have told you about hearth-baked bread with its golden brown crust, crunching tenderly between the teeth, of a smooth, full-bodied wine, fortified with a piquancy not too strong, of a loin of mutton improved with parsley, of a cut of specially raised veal as long as this, white and delicate, and which is like an almond paste between the teeth, of partridges complemented by a surprisingly flavorful sauce, and for his masterpiece, a soup accompanied by a fat young turkey surrounded by pigeons and crowned with white onions mixed with chicory. But as for me, I declare my ignorance, and as Monsieur Jourdain has said so well, I only wish the repast was more worthy of being offered.
I reply to this compliment only by eating.
What beautiful hands.
Oh, the hands are mediocre, Monsieur Jourdain. But if you wish to speak of the diamond, which is very beautiful.
Oh, me, madame? Oh, God forbid that I should wish to speak of it. That would not be acting gallantly. And the diamond is a very small thing.
You are very particular.
Oh, you are too kind.
Let's have some wine for Monsieur Jourdain and for these gentlemen and ladies who are going to favor us with a drinking song.
It is marvelous to season good food by mixing it with music, and I see I am being admirably entertained.
Oh, madame, it isn't...
Madame, Monsieur Jourdain, let us remain silent for these gentlemen and ladies. What they have for us to hear is of more value than anything we could say.
The male singers and the woman singer take the glasses, sing two drinking songs, and are accompanied by all the instrumental ensemble. First drinking song.
Okay, here goes.
Does anyone have a cue? Drink a little.
Coming. The wine, the song, and you at my side. If there's more than this to life, I don't want to know, only gaze in your eyes. Is close to heaven as I need to go. Drink up, for time goes by so quickly that you think your watch was running fast, and what remains of memories of afternoons like this, then at last, like smoke in the air, those memories rise. life, my friend. I truly don't want to know. Drink up like smoke and all. Wine, the song, and you at my side. The wine, the song, and you at my side, as close to heaven as I need to go. Drink up like smoke and all. The wine, the song, and you at my side.
I don't believe it's possible to sing better, and that is positively beautiful.
I see something here, madame, yet more beautiful.
Monsieur Jourdain is more gallant than I thought.
What? Madam, what did you take Monsieur Jourdain for?
I would like her to take me at my word.
Again?
You don't know him.
She may know me whenever it pleases her.
Oh, I am overwhelmed.
He is a man who is always ready with a repartee, but don't you see that Monsieur Jourdain, madame, eats all the pieces of food you have touched?
I am captivated by Monsieur Jourdain.
Oh, if I could captivate your heart, I would be so...
Oh, Act 4, Scene 2, Madame Jourdain, Monsieur Jourdain, Dorimène, Dorante, musicians and lackeys.
Aha! I find good company here, and I see that I was not expected. Was it for this pretty affair, Monsieur Husband, that you were so eager to send me to dinner at my sister's? I just saw stage decorations downstairs, and here I see a banquet fit for a wedding. That is how you spend your money, and this is how you entertain the ladies in my absence, and you give them music and entertainment while sending me on my way.
What are you saying, Madame Jourdain, and what fantasies are you getting in your head that your husband spends his money and that it is he who is giving the entertainment to Madame? Please know that it is I that he only lends me his house, and that you ought to think more about the things you say.
Yes, well, what impertinence! It's the Count who presents all this to Madame, who is a person of quality. He does me the honor of using my house and of wishing me to be with him.
Oh, that's nonsense. I know what I say.
Come, Madame Jourdain, put on better glasses.
I don't need glasses, sir. I see well enough. I have had suspicions for a long time, and I'm not a fool. This is very low of you, of a great lord, to lend your hand to do the follies of my husband. And you, madame, for a great lady, it is neither fine nor honest of you to cause dissension in a household and to allow my husband to be in love with you.
What is she trying to say with all this? Oh, goodness, Dorante, you have outdone yourself by exposing me to the absurd fantasies of this ridiculous woman.
Madam, wait! Madam, where are you going?
Oh, yeah, madam, Monsieur Count, Monsieur, excuses to her, bring her back. Oh, you impertinent creature. This is a fine way to act. You come and insult me in front of everybody, and you drive me from people of quality.
I laugh at their quality.
I don't know who holds me back, evil creature, from breaking your head with the remains of the past you came to disrupt.
I'm not concerned. These are my rights that I defend, and I'll have all the wives on my side.
Oh, you do well to avoid my rage. Oh, she arrived very inopportunely. I was in the mood to say pretty things, and I've never felt so witty. Oh, what's that?
Act 4, Scene 3. Covielle disguised Monsieur Jourdain and Lackey.
Sir, I don't know if I have the honor to be known to you.
No, sir.
I saw you when you were no taller than that.
Me?
Yes, you were the most beautiful child in the world, and all the ladies took you in their arms to kiss you.
To kiss me?
Yes, I was a great friend of your late father.
Oh, of my late father.
Yes, he was a very honorable gentleman.
What did you say?
I said that he was a very honorable gentleman.
My father?
Yes.
You knew him very well.
Assuredly.
And you knew him as a gentleman.
Oh, without a doubt.
Then I don't know what's going on.
What?
There are some fools who want to tell me that he was a tradesman.
Him? A tradesman? It's pure slander. He never was one. All that he did was to be very obliging, very ready to help. And since he was a connoisseur in cloth, he went all over to choose them, had them brought to his house, and gave them to his friends for money.
Oh, I am delighted to know you. So you can testify to the fact that my father was a gentleman.
I'll attest it before all the world.
Oh, you'll oblige me. What business brings you here?
Since knowing your late father, your honorable gentleman, as I told you, I have traveled through all the world.
Oh, through all the world?
Yes.
I imagine it's a long way from here to there.
Assuredly. I returned from all my long voyages only 4 days ago, and because of the interest I take in all that concerns you, I come to announce to you the best news in the world.
Oh, what?
You know that the son of the Grand Turk is here?
Me? No.
What? He has a very magnificent retinue. Everyone goes to see it, and he has been received in his country as an important lord.
By my faith, I didn't know that.
The advantage to you in this is that he is in love with your daughter.
But the son of the Grand Turk?
Yes! And he wants to be your son-in-law.
My son-in-law, the son of the Grand Turk.
The son of the Grand Turk, your son-in-law. As I went to see him, and as I perfectly understand his language, he conversed with me. And after some discourse, he said to me, Actiam croc soleru chala mustaf idilom amanahem barahi user carbolat. That is to say, haven't you seen a beautiful young person who is the daughter of Monsieur Jourdain, gentleman of Paris?
Oh, the son of the Grand Turk said that of me?
Yes, inasmuch as I told him in reply that I knew you particularly well and that I had seen your daughter. Ah, he said to me, Marababa Sahem, which is to say, how I am enamored of her.
Marababa Sahem means, how I am enamored of her.
Yes.
Oh, by my faith, you do me well to tell me, since as for me, I would never have believed that Marababa Salam could have meant to say, how I am enamored of her. What an admirable language Turkish is.
More admirable than one can believe. Do you know what Kakarakakumumuchen means?
Kakarakamuchen? No.
It means, my dear soul.
Kakarakamuchen means my dear soul.
Yes.
Oh, that's marvelous. Kakarakamuchen, my dear soul. Who would have thought? I'm dumbfounded.
Finally, to complete my assignment, he comes to ask for your daughter in marriage. And in order to have a father-in-law who should be worthy of him, he wants to make you a Mamamuchi, which is a certain high rank in his country.
Mamamuchi?
Yes, Mamamuchi. That is to say, in our language, a paladin. Paladin is one of those ancient... well, paladin. There is none nobler than that in the world, and you will be equal to the greatest lords of the earth.
Oh, the son of the Grand Turk honors me greatly. Oh, please, take me to him in order to express my thanks.
What? He is going to come here.
He's coming here?
Yes! And he's bringing everything for the ceremony of bestowing your rank.
Well, that seems very quick.
His love can suffer no delay.
Yeah, well, all that embarrasses me here is that my daughter is a stubborn one who has gotten into her head a certain Cléonte, and she swears she'll marry no one but him.
She'll change her mind when she sees the son of the Grand Turk. And then there is a remarkable coincidence here. It is that the son of the Grand Turk resembles this Cléonte very closely. I just saw him. Someone showed him to me, and the love she has for the one can easily pass to the other. And, I hear him coming. Here he is.
Act 4, Scene 4. Cléonte as a Turk with 3 pages carrying his outer clothes. Monsieur de Jourdain, Covielle disguised.
Mekalekaha mekahani ho.
That is to say, Monsieur Jourdain, may your heart be all the year like a flowering rose bush. This is the way of speaking politely in those countries.
Oh, I am the most humble servant of His Turkish Majesty.
Karigar Kamboto Ustin Mora.
Mekalekaha mekachani ho.
He says, heaven gives you the strength of lions and the wisdom of serpents.
Oh, His Royal Highness honors me too much, and I wish him all sorts of good fortune.
Asa binamen sadak babali orka oram.
Bell Rock.
He says that you should go with him quickly to prepare yourself for the ceremony. Then you can see your daughter and conclude the marriage.
So many things in 2 words?
Yes! The Turkish language is like that. It says much in a few words. Go quickly where he wants.
Act 4, Scene 5. Durand, Covielle.
My faith, that was hilarious. What a dupe. If he had learned this role by heart, he could have not played it better. Excuse me, sir. Would you like to help us here in an affair that is taking place?
Covielle, who would have recognized you? How you were made up?
You see.
What are you laughing at?
Things not well designed.
What?
I'll give you many chances to guess the stratagem that we are using on Monsieur Jourdain to get him to give his daughter to my master.
I can't begin to guess the stratagem, but I guess it will not fail in its effect since you are undertaking it.
I see, sir, that you know me too well.
Tell me what it is.
Come over here, sir, to make room for what I see coming. You can see part of it. You can see part of the story while I tell you the rest.
The Turkish ceremony for ennobling Monsieur Jourdain is performed in dance and music and comprises the 4th interlude. The ceremony is a burlesque full of comic gibberish. in pseudo-Turkish and nonsensical French, in which Monsieur Jourdain is made to appear ludicrous and during which he is outfitted with an extravagant costume, turban, and sword. Act 5, Scene 1. Madame Jourdain, Monsieur Jourdain.
Ah, my God, mercy, what is all this? What a spectacle. Are you dressed for a masquerade? And is this a time to go masked? Speak then, what is this? Who has bundled you up like that?
See the impertinent woman to speak in this way to a Mama Mucci.
What's that?
Yes, you must show me respect now, as I've just been made a Mama Mucci.
What are you trying to say with your Mama Mamucci?
Mama Mucci, I tell you, I'm a Mama Mucci.
What animal is that?
Mama Mucci, that is to say, in our language, paladin.
Paladin? Are you of an age to dance in ballets?
Oh, what an ignorant woman. I said paladin. It's a dignity which has been bestowed upon me in a ceremony.
What ceremony then?
Mahometa per Jordina.
What does that mean?
Jordina, that is to say, Jourdain.
Very well. What of your Jourdain?
Vole farun paladina de Jordina.
What?
Da turbanata con galera.
Which is to say what?
De per defender Palestina.
What are you trying to say?
Dara dala bastonara.
Jargon is this?
Non tener honta, questa star ultima affronta.
What in the world is all that?
Hula ba ba la chu ba la ba ba la da.
Alas, O Lord, my husband has gone mad.
Ah, peace, insolent woman. Show respect to the Monsieur Mamamucci.
Has he lost his mind? I must hurry to stop him from going out. That is the last straw. I see nothing but shame on all sides.
Act 5, Scene 2, Dorante and Dorimène.
Yes, madame, you are going to see the most amusing thing imaginable. I don't believe it would be possible to find in all the world another man as crazy as that one is. And then too, madame, we must try to help Cléonte's plan by supporting his masquerade. He's a very gallant man and deserves our help.
I think highly of him, and he deserves happiness.
Besides that, we have here, madame, another ballet performance that we shouldn't miss, and I want to see if my idea will succeed.
I saw magnificent preparations, and I can no longer permit this, Dorante. Yes, I finally want to end your extravagances and stop all these expenses that I see you go to for me. I have decided to marry you right away. The truth of it, that all of these things end with marriage, as you know.
Ah, madam, is it possible that you could have taken such a sweet decision in my favor?
It is only to impede you from ruining yourself. Without that, I see very well that before long you would not have a penny.
How obliged I am to you, madame, for the care that you have to conserve my money. It is entirely yours as well as my heart, and you may use them in whatever fashion you please.
I'll make use of them both. But here's your man. His costume is wonderful.
Act 5, Scene 3, Monsieur Jourdain, Dorante and Dorimène.
Sir, we come to pay homage, madame and I, to your new dignity and to rejoice with you at the marriage between your daughter and the son of the Grand Turk.
I wish the strength of serpents and the wisdom of lions.
I was very glad, sir, to be among the first to come to congratulate you upon rising to such a high degree of honor.
Oh, madam, I wish your rose bush to flower all year long. I am infinitely obliged to you for taking part in the honors bestowed upon me, and I'm very happy to see you returned here, so I can make very humble excuses for the ridiculous behavior of my wife.
Oh, that's nothing. I excuse her jumping to conclusions. Your heart must be very precious to her, and it isn't strange that the possession of such a man as you should inspire some jealousy.
Oh, the possession of my heart is a thing that has been entirely gained by you.
You see, madame, that Monsieur Jourdain is not one of those men whom that good fortune blinds, and that he still knows, even in his glory, how to recognize his friends.
It is the mark of a completely generous soul.
Where then is his Turkish Highness? We want, as your friends, to pay him our respects.
Oh, there he comes, and I have sent for my daughter in order to give him her hand.
Act 5, Scene 4, Cléonte, Covielle, Monsieur Jourdain, etc.
Sir, we come to bow to your highness as friends of the gentleman who is your father-in-law, and to assure you with respect of our very humble services.
Where's the interpreter to tell him who you are and to make him understand what you say? You will see that he'll reply and that he speaks Turkish marvelously. Hey there, where the devil has he gone? Straff. Oh, the gentleman is a grand signor, grande signore, grande signor. And madam is a dama grande. Aye? Oh, he, monsieur, he, French mamamucci, and madame, also French mamamucci. Oh, I can't say it more clearly. Oh, good. Here's the interpreter. Where are you going? We wouldn't know how to say anything with you. You tell him that monsieur and madame are persons of high rank who have come to pay their respects to him as my friends and to assure him of their services. Yeah, you'll see how he will reply.
Alabala crociamaci boram alabamen.
Upsimazi, upsidazi, upsidaisy.
Oh, see? Yeah?
He says that the rain of prosperity should water the garden of your family in all seasons.
You see, I told you he speaks Turkish.
That's wonderful.
Act 5, Scene 5, Lucile, Monsieur Jourdain, Dorante, and Dorimène.
Come, my daughter, come here and give your hand to the gentleman who does you the honor of asking for you in marriage.
What? Father, look at you. Are you playing in a comedy?
No, this isn't a comedy. It's a very serious matter, and as full of honor for you as possible. There is the husband I give you.
To me, father.
But, oh, shit. Yes, to you. Come put your hand in his and give thanks to heaven for your happiness.
I have absolutely no wish to marry.
I wish it. I, who am your father.
I'll do nothing of the sort.
Oh, what a nuisance. Come, I tell you, give your hand.
No, my father. I told you there is no power on earth that can make me take any husband other than Cléonte. And I will go to extreme measures rather than... It is true that you are my father. I owe you complete obedience, and it is for you to dispose of me according to your wishes.
I am delighted to see you return so promptly to your duty, and it pleases me to have an obedient daughter.
Act 5, Scene 6, Madame Jourdain, Monsieur Jourdain, Cléonte, and others.
What now? What is this? They say you want to give your daughter in marriage to someone in a carnival costume?
Will you be quiet, impertinent woman? You always throw your absurdities into everything, and there's no teaching you to be reasonable.
It's you that there is no way of making wise, and you go from folly to folly. What is your plan, and what do you want to do with this assemblage of people?
I want to marry our daughter to the son of the Grand Turk.
To the son of a Grand Turk?
Yes. Oh, greet him through the interpreter here.
I don't need an interpreter. I'll tell him straight out myself, to his face, that there is no way he will have my daughter.
I ask you again, will you be quiet?
What? Madame Jourdain, do you oppose such good fortune as that? You refuse his Turkish Highness as your son-in-law?
My goodness, sir, mind your own business.
It's a great glory which is not to be rejected.
Madam, I beg you also not to concern yourself with what does not affect you.
It's the friendship we have for you that makes us involve ourselves in your interest.
I can get along quite well without your friendship.
Your daughter here agrees to the wishes of her father.
My daughter consents to marry a Turk.
Without doubt.
She can forget Cléonte.
What wouldn't one do to be a great lady?
I will strangle her with my own hands if she did something like that.
Oh, it's just so much talk. I tell you, this marriage shall take place.
And I say there is no way that it will happen.
Oh, what a row.
Mother?
Go away, you are a little hussy.
What, you quarrel with her for obeying me?
Yes, she is as mine as much as she is yours.
Madame.
What do you want to tell me?
A word.
I want nothing to do with your word.
Sir, if she will bear a word in private, I promise to make her consent to what you want.
I will never consent to it.
Only listen to me.
No.
Listen to him.
No, I don't want to listen to him.
Oh, look, there is the great stubbornness of a woman. How can it hurt you to listen to him?
Just listen to me. After that, you can do as you please.
All right, what?
For now, madam, we've been signaling to you. Don't you see that all this is done only to accommodate ourselves to the fantasies of your husband? That we are fooling him under this disguise, and that it is Cléonte himself who is the son of the Grand Turk. And I, Covielle, am the interpreter.
If this is the case, then I surrender.
Don't let on.
Yes, it's done. I agree to the marriage.
Ah, now everyone is reasonable. You didn't want to hear it. I knew he would explain to you what it means to be the son of the Grand Turk.
He explained it to me very well, and I am satisfied. Let us send for a notary.
This is very well said. And finally, Madame Jourdain, in order to relieve your mind completely, and that you may lose today all the jealousy you may have conceived of your husband, we shall have the same notary marry us, Madame and me.
I agree to that also.
Well, is this to make her believe our story?
It is necessary to amuse her with this pretense.
Oh, good. Yes. Someone go for the notary.
While we wait for him to come, and while he draws up the contracts, let us see our ballet and divert his Turkish Highness with it.
Oh, that's very well advised. Come, let's take our places.
And Nicole?
I give her to the interpreter. And my wife to whoever wants her.
Sir, I thank you. And if one could find a greater fool, I'll go to Rome to tell it.
And we have for our cast
Yay!
Alãna as Lucile. Can you take a big bow? And Maureen Tailor as Nicole. Jon L Peacock as Cléonte and Lackey. Tony Scheinman as Covielle, music master, philosophy master, amongst others. Derek Tarson as Dorante, Tailor and fencing master. Leah Schwartz as Dorimène. Jackie Margolis as Tailor's apprentice and stage directions. Simone and myself as the dancing master and Madame Jourdain.
Yay!
And last but not least, our wannabe nobleman, Angus Hepburn as Monsieur Jourdain. Bravo tutti.
Hey guys, there is a plot afoot to do several other Molieres. And since we seem to have established a nice Moliere company, if you're all interested, let's go on with that. The next one, what's the next one? Is it going to be?
Let's see. The next one, I think, is the
Miser?
Miser. Yes, the Miser.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so stay tuned.
Yeah, and that would be good because it's nice to have the same people because you're all in all these plays. You're playing essentially the same character. You know, they all slot in.
We can be a troupe. Okay, yeah. It's nice to go really fast and really play off each other.
That worked really well.
Fun. Yeah, you know, really indulge in it. In à la français.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for being here. It was really, I hope you all enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thank you. It was fun. It was nice to see you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you, Simone. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
And have a lovely weekend.
Nice to see Alãna and John working together again. That's always a good. That's always a good pairing.
Just one little thing. The Canadian Broadcasting Corporation some years ago broadcast a production called 5 by Commedia dell'arte, which is basically a radio play involving some skits based on the old Commedia dell'arte productions, including such characters as Arlecchino, Pantalone, Il Dottore, and
a lot of the old Goldoni stuff.
Exactly. If anyone wants a copy of that audio production, let me know and I will send it out to you.
Yes, I would love that. I would love that.
That'd be great, Tony. Thank you.
And just a plug, come next Saturday is the reading of Much Ado About Nothing, and some of you are in it. So.
Yes.
And I
looking
believe
forward to that.
Next Thursday is the Coriolanus production.
That's right.
That's right.
And I said I'd do that till God knows when.
Well, yeah, Angus, it's always fun working with Alãna, especially because I can actually touch her.
Well, that's right. It was so delightful when the two of you came together on the sofa. We thought, oh, God, at last, some relationship set up. Rather, I have problems because I had great difficulty. I worked out that if somebody is on my screen on the right-hand side of me, I have to look to the left
because you're flipped
to be indicating them.
Yeah.
And it's all reversed. It got me very confused.
Paul has joined us.
Hey, Paul.
Also, Maureen, your voice is beautiful. Thank you for that moment.
Yes.
Yeah,
the singer
I love
here.
the song.
Yeah, too bad we couldn't do the second drinking song.
No.
Tony.
That was
The version that you actually used, I lifted from the Cocteau translation. The guy who did it is long dead. And he got a friend of his, a composer from Chicago, to write music for it, which was much more rock. But when I read it, I thought it made a lot more sense than the text that was in the original script. Much more meaningful. Fitted well to the music. Okay, so the next one, if we're doing the Miser, what happened with the Miser, the last main stage show the Cocteau did was the Miser. There were a few more plays after that, but they were mostly modern stuff that the board of directors had written and wanted to get done. And we originally had a new script by James Magruder out of Yale, and we'd done a stage reading of it. But when it came to the crunch, he decided he'd much rather, with the Cocteau slowly sinking under the waves, we'd sort of gone down for about the third time, that he decided that he was going to pull it and do it at Yale. So we took the Gutenberg version, and then between us all, we worked it up. And I'm trying to get it, clean out some of the clunky bits and put in some of the fun bits that we put in for that. And that'll be available at some point in the near future.
Great.
Great fun to work with you all.
Yeah,
Have a
loved
great
it.
weekend, everyone.
Saturday.
And Tony, I'm glad you had many other parts. So even though your drinking song went away, you had a lot of voice in there.
Oh yeah,
wonderfully so.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
Have a great weekend, guys. It was a
Take
pleasure.
care. Enjoy.
Lots of fun.
I'll get that audio production out to you today, Angus.
Oh, lovely. Thanks, Tony.
Tony, I'd like one as well. That'd be
okay.
wonderful.
Send me your email address.
I'll do that. I'll do that right now.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
It's interesting, Tony, that taking Italian and French and Russian plays and moving them to another locale, and Norwegian, that if you look at Scotland versus Ireland, Goldoni and Fado, and to some extent Moliere, transfer very well to Scotland. But Chekhov really only transfers to Ireland. Ibsen works well in Scotland because it's that cold, sort of austere thing. And it was interesting how you pull some of these European classics and move them into a different landscape. And they work better in some than in others. So we used to do, there's a genre of plays that you'll never come up against called Scots Comedies. They're in broad Scots. They're mostly indecipherable to anybody who hasn't grown up in Scotland. But a lot of the Goldonis were translated and converted in. There's a Kleist play which I'm trying to put back into proper English that was done in broad Scots, the Cracked Chamber Pot.
Oof.
And maybe we can do that. It's a satire on corruption in the legal system. No, it's funny. It's hysterical. I mean, he knew how to make fun of people.
Yeah.
But that would be great, Tony. Thank you.
Very much.
Okay. So long, everybody.
Okay, thank you. Thanks so much. Okay. Thank you so much, Angus. I think it went well. Were you happy?
I'm delighted.
Good.
Great. See, it's 90% casting.
Yeah.
And you've got a great team. That's why I wanted to try and say to people, you know, if you enjoyed this,
right,
you want to be part of our Moliere team.
Right. Yeah. It's nice when people know each other a little bit so we can kind of play.
The Alãna and John bit is just great. I love that.
That was nice that they could be together.
That.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul.
Hey there. Thanks so much, guys. I enjoyed it. I was having some connection issues, so I couldn't hear all of it. But what I did hear, I really enjoyed. Thank you so much to everyone. And thank you, Simone, for putting this together.
Okay.
This is a lot of fun.
And we pulled it off even with the bowing out of someone at the end. I'm like, oh no. But we have some really great people that, you know, that were in the cast already. And I thought, okay, let's go with them.
Yeah.
And they did fabulously. And it's great. Tony just he's a pro. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's great.
And you know, he can do it at a, you know, so he's definitely in the troupe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is fun. So Paul, I'll be contacting you as far as the next date. And
yes.
Okay, so I think it went really well. So then this is I haven't actually gone to watch any of these yet.